Hello everyone, my name is Diane Latiker and I'm founder and president of Kids Off the Block in Chicago, Illinois. Kids Off the Block was founded in July of 2003. It was founded because my mother saw how I was interacting with youth, and she told me one day that I should pursue that I should try to do something with the kids. Well, after 3 days of praying and seeking God's guidance, I decided yes, I wanted to ask the youth if they wanted to do something with their lives. First of all, it was 10 of them, including my daughter, who was 13 at the time, and my nephew. They were tearing up our block. Every time my mother and I would plant flowers and grass and put a fence up, they would tear it up every summer and every spring. Instead of complaining with their lives, they said yes. They said that they had dreams to be doctors, lawyers, singers, rappers, basketball players, you name it, they wanted to be it. And I was just impressed that they wanted to do something with their lives. I had nothing to offer them but music, and that was to write lyrics for them to their raps or songs or something like that, because I'm a songwriter. So they came into my living room on that day, July 15th, and we started writing lyrics and started having conversations and building relationships. I am very, very happy about the way Kids Off the Block has turned out. We are known as KOB. We offer them tutoring, mentoring, music, drama, sports, community service, and local and out-of-town travel. We've been to 16 cities so far. Kids Off the Block is a non-profit organization. We are 501c3. The reason that I'm making this video is to bring attention, exposure, and awareness to the young men and women who frequent our program. They are at risk, and when I say at risk, I mean that, at risk. And the reason they're at risk is because of their environment. I feel that if it were not for their environment, that things would be different. I see the negativity, I see how they're portrayed, because their pants hang low, because they wear do-rags, because they got an earring in their ear. But I remember one thing, that they're still children growing up, and that they need our support. I have 8 kids of my own, 4 boys and 4 girls, and 13 grandchildren. And I remember, even if it was a long time ago, how it was to grow up and be a teenager. I always thought that I knew it all and that the grown-ups didn't. Well, how wrong I was. And it's not that they're wrong, it's just in their own mind they think like that. To trust an adult is a hard thing when you're a teen. They tell me these things. I'm not just making it up. They tell me these things in group sessions. They tell me how they have to go out there and fend for themselves and their siblings. They tell me about their fathers being locked up. They tell me about their mothers working hard to support them. They tell me so many things, and I couldn't imagine in living a teenager's life today. I feel for them, and I hope that you do too. I hope that you realize that they're not all bad. They're not all drug dealers. They're not all gangbangers. And those that are trying to find love and guidance from the wrong source. Those that are doing drugs, and they're trying to find an escape because they have nothing. They have nothing. And I'm not talking about a 2 to 3 hour program. I'm talking about a relationship, a trusting and respectful relationship that the youth need in order to survive in their environment. I ride my community and I see nothing for them. We tell them to get off the corners. We tell them to go to school. But if you ride this community, where are they going to go? They can't stay in the house. They're teenagers, for God's sake. And in school, the number one thing in school is they fear for themselves. They fear that they'll be jumped. They fear they'll be shot outside when they go out of school. So I'm asking your help in helping Kids Off the Block and other organizations like Kids Off the Block who are doing great things to please support our teens. Excuse me. We just launched another avenue. It's called Save a Teen, Do Something. Do anything. Just help them. Just support them. Just talk to one of them. You'd be surprised. And actually, they're still kids. They're still growing up. You know, they live in a right now society. You know, they have cell phones, internet. They live in a right now society. But they long for the old-fashioned love and caring that they are not. I want to thank all of you for realizing that KOB is a great program, that KOB does actually touch their lives. We believe in touching their lives, if it's just socks on their feet or a coat to put on so they'll be warm. We believe in touching their lives because before they can get an education or before they can get a job, their lives has to be touched. The support has to be there. So I did this video to bring KOB to you. And we showed you all these things in our house so that you could realize that instead of complaining and leaving it out there on the street, we brought it in. And we want to do something to help our teens, and we want to continue to help them. So I ask for your support. We need help. Funding. We need donations. We need more computers. And I know you hear a lot of organizations say they need. Well, we're one of them. We need. And we just ask for your support. Thank you. Happy New Year.